A question that I keep on getting asked is, Joe, how is this offense going to look? And honestly, I have no idea. I don't think many people do. But going through this offseason, going through this OTAs, you kind of get a clearer picture of what might be on the Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff's mind. So today I want to kind of go over what I think this offense may look like in 2022. So let's get into it.
You want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast. So today I want to talk about this offense. I want to talk about what I think it may look like, what I think they're going to ask Jalen Hurts to do this season, and just kind of talk about what I think this offensive coaching staff has in mind for the next season. So before we get into that, be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, join the family. We are on the road to 4K, and we would love for you guys to join that ride. But let's get right into it, man. You know, so Jalen Hurts obviously has a ways to go to be a premier passer. He's not that guy. He's not a Tom Brady. He's not an Aaron Rodgers. He's not, you know, Joe Burrows. He's not, you know, put whoever you want to put in there. He's not that guy. He's a totally different type of of quarterback. He's a runner. He's an athletic guy. He's a guy that's going to make things happen on the fly, which is awesome. But every offense has to have some semblance of structure, right? There has to be some type of organization to all this madness. And I think that the Philadelphia Eagles have in their mind that they understand what they want to do. And this is what I think the template should be. And if it's going to be going back to that 49ers game, week 2, if you look at what we did, Jalen Hurts had around 70% completion percentage, probably his best of the year. But what we were able to do with that offense was make quick plays, quick short throws. You know, you take the decision out of your quarterback's hands for most of it, right? You have a quick read. You don't have to sit there and think about, oh, should I do this? Oh, how is the play going to, you know, structure? How is this going to fall out? How is that? You let it be easy. You let it just go. If he goes through his progressions, awesome. If the first guy's there, even better. You know, you have the weapons and to be able to do that. You have a very good running game, right? You have a great running game, so you have to build off of that. You have one of the best offensive lines, if not the best offensive line in the NFL right now. So the run game is still going to be a main structure in what you do. It's going to be a main, component to what your offense looks like. So I understand that that's still good. In my opinion, we'll still be running it most of the time. But when you build off of that and you look at the air attack, I think that it's going to be just a extension of the run game. I don't see us being the team that tries to air it out every freaking play. I don't see us, telling Quez Watkins just run a 7 and call it a day. We're going to go out there and we're going to try and nitpick every yard, which we should. That's in my opinion, that's how you become the most successful. If you want to be the most successful in this league, you're going to have to hold that ball, hold time of possession in your favor. And I think that's how the Eagles can win. You look at last year and you look at some of our best games, right? I think the main thing that you get out of that is when we have the time of possession on our side, we are a hard team to beat. The defense has gotten a lot better. So now you look at that. Last year, they had a lot of time on the field, unfortunately. And most of it was due to them just giving up, 5 yards here, 6 yards there, and just not being able to make a stop on third down. So it took a long time for them to get off the field, and that was on them. But the Eagles offense has to be able to help them. The Eagles offense has to be able to hold on to that ball. Like I said, time of possession is the most important stat to me right now. The time of possession, the time that your offense is able to hold that ball and not let offenses get going, even better for our defense. If you look back at 2017, now I'm not saying this defense might be better than 2017 if we're being 100% honest. I'm not going to say it is, but on paper it looks kind of better if we're being real. You got younger players. You probably got a better secondary outside of the safety position. But anyways, you look at 2017, and one thing that I will say is that the offense held onto that ball. The defense was able to kind of just pin their ears back because a lot of times we were playing with a lead, right? We were playing with a lead and we were giving them short amount of times to try and catch up. So, if your first drive is 6 minutes, you go score a touchdown. Now there's only 6 minutes in the quarter. You're starting to press as an opposing team. You feel like you have to score because this team just is taking off so much time. It's so much that goes on in your mind when you're able to hold on to the ball and obviously score. Obviously the red zone, the possessions are going to have to get better, right? The red zone was somewhere that we definitely struggled in. You have to be more efficient. I think Jalen Hurts even said that himself. But, 20 to 20s, I don't think that we're going to change philosophy too much. You've seen Shane Steichen likes his play actions, right? Shane loves his play actions. And I don't I doubt that will stop. I think that he'll still try to, get those shots over the top. But I do think his bread and butter, which it should be, and I think Nick Sirianni's going to probably ask for this because even though Shane Steichen's calling the plays, he might have the mic on him. Nick Sirianni's still going to have his hand in that game plan. He's still going to be putting the game plans together. The installs are still going to be Nick Sirianni. So it's more going to be Nick Sirianni's vision, and then, Shane Steichen just kind of putting it into fruition, I guess you can say. Right. But I think that if you look at this and you look at how this team is built, you have Devontae Smith, right, who can just be a great technician and beat you off the ball, which allows you to get the ball to him quicker, right, because he'll be open. Then you have Quez Watkins, who can take the top off of any defense. He's one of the faster players in this league, and he doesn't drop the ball, which is amazing to see. So you add that, you got to give him some respect. You're not going to play man-on-man on him. You're just not. You're not going to press him. You might play man-on-man, but you're not going to press him, right? You're not going to press him at the line. You have to have that respect for his speed. So he's another guy. You can just get it to him quick. We saw so many. You saw that last year. You saw the last year when he got that little 5-yard screen and turned it into a huge touchdown. That's the Jets that he has. That's the type of, acceleration, the type of explosion that Quez Watkins has. So you have to respect that. And I didn't even talk about A.J. Brown yet. A.J. Brown is a guy that you can literally, again, I said this, to one of my friends, and I'm going to say it again. You can look at A.J. Brown the same way that the San Francisco 49ers looked at a Deebo Samuels. He can be kind of your Swiss Army knife. He can be the guy that you say, hey, listen, man, we need you to go run the ball here. We're going to give you a nice little sweep. We're going to give you an end around. We're going to give you a quick little, RPO where he's going to either throw the ball or he's going to run the ball, right? There's so many different things you can do with an A.J. Brown because he's so strong. He's so strong at the point of attack that he's going to get that ball. And when he gets the ball, he's strong after the catch as well. So he just adds an element that you didn't have, right? This is like Alshon Jeffrey if by the time we didn't get him, he was already broke down. Like, this is one of the best since Terrell. I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to say this. This is the best trade or free agent wide receiver that the Philadelphia Eagles have been able to pick up since Terrell Owens. Easily. I really cannot think of a better pickup at the wide receiver position than A.J. Brown. This is one of the best pickups that they have gotten since T.O. Easily to me. So I think that you're going to see him get utilized, and I think you're going to see him get utilized in a lot of different ways. You're getting paid $100 million, my man. $100 million. $100 million to go out there and catch a football. So I'm going to need you to be elite. And I think he will, especially if we put them in the right position. So how do I think, I know that was a long-winded answer, but how do I think this offense will look? I think it's going to look amazing, but I think that it's going to be a quick pass, short throws, kind of use a pass game as an extension of their run game instead of using it as kind of the marquee, the forefront of it. Some teams pass to run. Some teams run to pass. I think we'll be the first one. I think we'll be the team that passes to run. I think we want to establish our run game. We want to establish bully ball, for lack of better terms. So I think that it's going to be like that. I think it's going to be a quick hitter type offense. We're going to try and slowly go down the field, try and take what the defense gives us, and allow Jalen Hurts to continue to grow. That's what I think it'll be. You guys let me know what you think it's going to be in the comments, because I want to know now. Now I just talked for a whole bunch of time. It's your turn. It's your turn. What are they going to look like? Let me get the outro popping. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't just not have an outro. But y'all know what it is, man. Let me know what y'all thinking. Other than that, y'all know what it is. It's Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. Peace!
Everywhere, this is for
Yeah.
you.
Fly Eagles flying on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird game nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randall. Season hit, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.